Okay, I'm live. Hey, subscribers, welcome to the channel. I told you I was going to do a little update, and I figured that maybe I was a little bit more comfortable. I figured that maybe I would, well, I look horrible. No, I figured I would tell you about my kombucha and my water kefir grains. This is an update for that. And I'm only going to broadcast on this live platform for a little while because I don't know where this video is going to go, or if I'm going to have to redo it, or I might lose it or something like that. So this is going to take up a good hour or so of my time. So let's just get started. And yes, you might hear my daughter. That's just the way it is. All right, I have my container that I've washed with bleach solution and soap, dish soap. And I want to clean the kombucha, because this is what I use to access my kombucha. This is where I let it brew. These are my water kefir grain, and they've been up there for a couple of years. They're probably starved, if they're still there. I don't know. I know it's a SCOBY floating on each one of the tops of the water kefir grains. There's a thick SCOBY on each one of them. I'm going to remove these SCOBYs. I am going to preserve these SCOBYs. Symbiotic culture of of bacteria and yeast. That's SCOBY, or mother. And that belongs to kombucha. You know, water kefir grains do not produce a mother. Here's the thing. I was told during my research and instruction in making kombucha, water kefir grains and all that, I was told to keep them separate. Okay, separate containers and separate cabinets in the same kitchen. That wasn't enough. That wasn't enough at all. So, here we go. First, I want to clean this because it gets clogged up with SCOBY. It makes its own. Oh, well, actually, I need to take this off camera and wash it and let hot water run through it. And I can move this out the way. Now, this is the new one. I'm going to pour this into the old container. This is regular black tea. I see it's forming a new SCOBY, and there are many SCOBYs in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's what it does. Forms its own symbiotic culture. So, I'm just running hot water through this container because I need to get some of the symbiotic culture. The mother, it grows all over. So after a while, that's, just what you have to do. And I just leave the tap open and let it do. And since that's not clean yet, I'm going to move this to the side. Now, this is where my water kefir is located. There are grains in here, but you see clearly there's a SCOBY floating on top. This is disgusting, and I'm going to pour it into my compost. I'm not using the SCOBY. I'm not using anything in here. I just wanted to show you guys that if you're doing both, yes, a SCOBY will grow on your water kefir grain solution if you're doing both. If you're not doing both, of course not. And here's another one. Clearly there's a SCOBY and apparently some type of insect got in there. I'm not using anything out of there. I'm not even opening that in here. Look, it's disgusting. It's like 2 years maybe. I'm not using anything in there. I will let you watch me put this in my compost. And it's disgusting. And the water kefir grains were sensitive. Too sensitive for me. Now, this too kept away from the SCOBY and the kombucha, but it's water kefir grain, the water that comes from it. This appears to be unadulterated, but I'm not going to consume any of the water kefir anything, and I just spent a lot of money on the grains, so I don't really care if I don't have any left. And like I said, the water kefir grains, to me, they're just too sensitive. I just can't deal with that. The kombucha is so much easier to deal with, and you still get your probiotics. It's simple. It's tea. It's sugar. It's starter kombucha. You could go to Meijer or any health food store and get an unpasteurized bottle of kombucha. And I even get flavored. I don't care. And pour it in and start your culture. It takes a minute, maybe, 3-4 weeks. Just follow any instructions that you trust on YouTube like I did. And once you get it going, then you'll have kombucha and it'll be all right. But like I said, the water kefir grains were delicious when I wanted to put the time and effort into keeping them going. But they grew a tremendous amount and then they stopped growing. And I believe it was because I starved them of the sugar water solution. It's something you constantly have to fuss with. I don't have to constantly fuss with kombucha. I just need to make sure it's clean. And it is. It's very clean. It's not adulterated. It might look weird because, you know, the mother looks, the mother of the kombucha, that stuff, it looks weird. But there's no insects or anything like that in there. And you have to be careful of insects and things like that. They are attracted to both of the cultures. And to me, if you find that in there, I don't care how much you paid, I don't care what. To me, my advice, throw it into your compost or throw it out. Down the sink, toilet, wherever. Because it's just, to me, if you're growing a culture of good bacteria, it's not like bad bacteria can't get in there. You have to be clean. And if it is adulterated, and, you know, I don't know, I wouldn't. It's supposed to make you feel better, not worse. So with that being said, I'm going to switch over to YouTube because this is a new platform for me. So I'll see you in a little bit.